There it is. There it is. Okay. Do we have sound? There it is. We do. Okay, let's send out this bad boy. Going wrong way, really. Altar. Ancient of War. I always just say no. Of course it's not. Hello. There you go. Tree O Life. Yiggy. Yiggy's in the chat. Yay.
Good morning.
Hello. Thank you very much there for the sub. Okay, well, let's see how we go in this game. Going to be doing this the Priestess of the Moon and Mass Archer way. I don't think I really need the expansion. It's nice to have it, but they're not that expensive archers. It could be a tier 2 expansion. I really want to get both heroes out kind of as fast as they will come out. Because then I have more flexibility on the power differential. It's kind of annoying having like a level 5 Priest of the Moon and a level 1 or level 2 Naga Sea Witch. It's better to have like a level 4 Priest of the Moon and a level 3 Naga Sea Witch, something along those lines. I think because the Priest of the Moon is still going to take a really long time, and we're going to get one more archer. And we're going to build that. Wait for the archer to go through, then you're 20 out of 20, then you're back to that, and then we can go do the Moonwell. This is not nice to do this spot. I need a lot of wisps to really repair it, to be honest. Let's give it a go. Get them all stacked up. Ready? Bit of a tricky position because there we go. We're back. That troll was standing in the way a little bit. And there he goes. Once I get this guy down, I'll go for the healer. Probably need even another heal here. Although you could just focus the berserkers, to be honest. I feel like the heal is just only healing this guy, which isn't important. This is the one that's doing the damage. So the less damage I take, then the less wisps I need repairing, and the quicker I can take up. So actually that's what I'm going to prioritise. So you can take all those wisps back off now. I do quite like my Owl Scout. Now pull this guy around. That's last wisp. Don't really want to take too much longer. We got more than enough. Okay, take this up. Let's go for more Moonwells. You could build another Ancient of War to do some creep, but I think by the time we pumped out a few archers, we can creep almost anything. Keep this on the creep so I can sort of snipe them more easily. Doing these at like max range, basically. So I take the minimal amount of damage. Let's get ourselves a Hunter's Hall. Get ourselves a shot maybe as well. Oh, Slippers of Agility. Well, that does suit her, doesn't it? I'm going to get a shot before I forget. Not that I particularly need it. There's no expansion here. The Owl Scout has seen what it needs to see. And we're pumping out archers. Archers can actually heal during the night time, so you don't necessarily need to put one Moon Juice. Another Owl Scout here, so we can get some vision of this cleanly. So we can just sort of manipulate it how we've been manipulating everything else so far. There you go, sort of maximum distance really. Might take a little bit of damage, but not really much in the grand scheme. If you did this pre-camp properly over here, you'd have a much more higher damage intake. Tech is over halfway through. Want the Priest of the Moon to tank more than the archers, to be honest. But can't always tell that to the creeps because they don't always want to play ball. Level 2 aura. Gonna go for vision from nighttime. I'm going to go for a heal in a moment. Don't use any more mana, because you'll get less juice value. So you want your mana to be high when you soak up the moon juice, so we can get more out of that. And then we can do one heal on the archer. Now you can do kind of what you want. I guess because I'm on the outside, I'll do around here, but I did consider doing this. It is quite nasty though. I'm going to send one archer to tavern. I'm going to pull back these creeps. And we're going to just tech up again. Archer upgrade as well. A couple of those illusions to tank. And let's take that off actually. We want to get the Naga Sea Witch out quickly if we can. Thank you. Get in there. Pull those forward so they do the majority of the tanking. Could actually pull the Prisoner Moon back here, to be honest. Although you do lose. If you have a patrolling at the back, I don't know if she gets experience from here, but you can still get the aura on the archers. So if you look at this, watch the experience here, but none on the Prisoner Moon as far as I know there. So you can do a little bit of that, but it's, you know, it's a bit pernickety, you know, it's quite tricky. Sometimes you're better off just bloody using the hero and just getting the experience anyway. So I'm doing the same sort of thing, keeping the Prisoner Moon far back. This creep camp is ridiculous. I shouldn't really try to do this, but we're definitely going to just want everything to help here, though.
We must act. We must act. Leading the way. The goddess agrees.
I want to pull him back, really. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully he doesn't get a rejuve.
Onward. I stand ready. For the goddess.
Okay, he did. Okay, we go for the little ones then.
Prepare to be moonstruck by command. We are poised to strike.
See, it's trickier than it looks, this creep camp. Because they do have a unique way of always getting back when it's very inconvenient. So that you're sort of like sitting there not really killing anything, and then they get those heals off. We will get it done. It's about as good as it can be if it goes slightly wrong. That's a lot of heals, but you can't heal much more, to be honest, past this point. So we run out of juice. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Alright, we've upgraded again. Keep going upgrades as well. We can take care of the rest of this. That archer's dead. No way I'm getting her back in time. This will be worth it, eventually. It's just an absolute pain to pull off. Oh god, yeah, and then he Royong coronates. Beautiful. Big experience there. A really, really good item. So that does actually make a lot of that effort finally worth it. I get at least one bit of defense. He just straight tech to Chimeras, did he? Excellent stuff. Good to see. We're going to do the follow the hero strategy, are we? Where we produce 0 units and then follow. I prefer not to do that, because then it feels like you're contributing nothing. You're doing the hard work, which is, needless to say, a little annoying. I'm going to drop those two, just temporarily, go pick up some new items.
We must act. Our will.
You come over here, grab those.
I am vigilant.
You go and get yourself some good stuff.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Trust in my command.
Can pull the enemy a little bit. He's invested a lot into that. I could actually attack those towers at the top and get experience on that. I'd probably prefer to creep, but I'm not going to creep if this guy's hanging around, because he's just going to soak up experience and it'll be a waste of time.
Leading the way. I will not.
If you bring something to the table, then I don't mind that much. It's annoying, but I don't mind that much. But if you're just literally only a hero, just for the pure purpose of soaking up someone else's experience, then that's bloody annoying. And it's something you'll see a lot in 4 versus 4 I think. You're gonna get a lot of experience in these towers. Just make sure you don't get hit by your heroes if you can help it. Positioning is key. We can probably want to TP here. Just kill the towers, get out. You're going to lose a lot here otherwise. That's 2 or 3?
Leading the way.
Having an expansion would definitely help to produce a ridiculous amount of archers. But we'll see how things go. I don't think we've got that luxury. Because having an expansion also means that I'm more likely to be attacked by 3 people and then have to defend it by myself while someone is straight tech into chimeras. So, you know, nice to have an expansion, but also, yeah. We've got a good potential for defense here. Just stay behind the Ancients of War. Maybe get a health potion on one of my heroes. Just so I can back it up. Always stay in this position. A couple of wisps to repair, maybe. Watch out for the crit lord trying to get in position to impale. It's fine, he's going to do what he's going to do. Be a bit careful with this comparing, we don't get too far forward. But, two of my Ancients of War down though, but they did their job of tanking, didn't they? So we got a really nice arc here. Lots of auras going off on all of our range units. 3-0 arch. A lot of impale, boys. I'm gonna focus down on that Death Knight if I can. Let's put some pressure on. It's one of them though. He's still got so much mana for impale, so keep the weakest archers at the back. Good time to expand, really. Although it's already been taken, so we won't take that expansion. Okay, there you go. They picked the wrong base to attack there, didn't they? Yeah, I don't think we're going to get like copious amounts of archers, because I'd have to come all the way over here to take that expansion, which I'm almost tempted to. But everyone's going to attack from this point. So we kind of should do. That's the thing we should do. Let's group up and go.
Trust in my command.
Take off that's...
We are poised to strike. We are poised to strike. Trust in my command.
They wanted to do middle.
We must act.
Could have done up here for expansion. It's actually going to be quicker for me to town portal, so I'm actually going to do that.
As I thought.
Don't have all the resources in the world, but this will actually be quicker. It's going to take ages to walk all the way over there. There's still a little bit of moon juice just because he's definitely not using it all. And we'll buy another town portal here. Pull the creeps back with our Naga. Be very quick though, because they will catch up and frost breath you. Try to get a good arc on your units. And then Naga frost arrows on. And then try to use like an archer to block the big boy when he tries to return back. Although he's not going to return back because there's way too much damage output here. Going to have a couple of wisps over here. They don't tend to attack worker units, and in that way I can see. Or you can just do, because you got Priest of the Moon, you can do that as well. If you didn't have the sentry. I'm going to spread my archers out here and then focus the big boy. He'll die soon, so he's going to drop that archer. You'll always go for the weakest ones because he's a higher level hero. Cloak of Flames is the absolute most useless item you can imagine. I can TP back over here.
Trust in my command. We are poised to strike.
Priest of the Moon to tank, or just go and heal. What's with these? Oh, I see. He saw I was in trouble earlier, so he responded by putting down some towers. I'm just ignoring whatever that guy says. He's just obviously a waste of space. Right, what do we got? Might want to buy one of those,
Leading
because
the way.
why not?
We must act. Is it time?
Might even buy a second one of those.
We are poised to
And
strike.
then, yeah, just stay underneath the 50 food mark.
We must act.
I think they destroyed my Hunter's Hall, but that's okay. It's only defense now.
We are poised to strike.
I assume there's going to be another back push, so the logical thing to do here is actually uproot and then whack down some more towers. Move your butt, please. Oh, I can't put down the towers because I haven't got that ancient sure. Okay, we'll put him in that position. Hotkey our units. We can do sentry. I'll call it sentry. It's easier for me to call it sentry.
Trust in my command.
He's not going to upgrade those towers in time. Where do you think the enemy are going to go? They're going to come straight over to our expansion and then our base. So
We must act.
we are definitely going to be sitting there waiting for them. It's a shame that Hunter's Hall isn't up. I'll just get a couple of moon wells instead.
We are poised to strike.
Okay, looks like he's coming from this approach because the last time they went from the bottom didn't work out so well for him.
You are built to
Stay over here.
We are
Those
poised to strike.
cheeky crypt boys are the nasty pieces. Yeah, good luck. You're not going to get to keep that expansion.
We must act.
I'm going to move you a little bit because I think you're blocking me just a tad. So I'm going to move you forward. Move your fat ass forward. I've got a bit more flexibility that way. They might even just ignore my base.
Trust in my command.
Move, 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 move. Thank you. Appreciate.
Trust in my command.
We want a good space here, which we can back off.
Leading the way.
So yeah, we want to make it hard for him to. What you're hearing? You're too busy concentrating on your Crypt Lord there. Here comes the next Crypt Lord. Well, this is a good defense at least. So it's got that going for it. Starting to get some defense, some units coming to help out. I'm going to keep the Priest of the Moon back a little bit because she can get some help and maybe get level 6. So then she can use her Starfall. This is how you defend. I'll take the battle drums actually. That clarity actually. Battle drums will be even handier here. We've got plus 10 damage. We've got max true shot aura. This was more defensive than I was expecting. But it is what it is. I can't dictate exactly how the games are going to go. Jaytatoes wanted me to like really get a crazy amount of archers and sort of like attack someone's base, but I feel like this is a really good game. It was just kind of like more what you should do. You need to recognize the patterns of what the enemy are doing and then like build accordingly for it. A Night Elf defense can be insanely good. And we might get a Starfall out of this as well in a second. Quite. Oh, just about to get the lightning off there. That would have given me Starfall. One of these towers is 100% going to give Starfall there. And we're just massing archers now. We're finishing up that.
Trust in my command.
There's Starfall. I'd rather use it in a base though. It's kind of cooler than an expansion. Turn off that. Frost. Oh, he's going to TP, but... Oh, he gets it. Did he want it though? Alright, looks like we are getting everyone come in here. I'll just do the Starfall now then, screw it. Let's go. Oh, we got Tornado as well. Chuck that in there. Bonus content. Tornado kind of screws over Starfall though, because if it makes the units immune to damage, they're not taking damage from Starfall. So, not the best synergy there actually. I think Lava Spawn, you know, Firelord, his ultimate would be better, because they stun the units, but they don't make them invulnerable. I guess I can get another armor upgrade. You don't really go armor upgrades though. Archers have so little health. Even with the micro that I normally do, armor upgrades aren't always that worth it. Because the likelihood of keeping an archer alive once it starts to get focused, especially later into the game, is super unlikely. You just do it because you got so many of them. At this point, you may as well, when you've got like 12 plus of them. Who's left now? Bosun or something. I'll ask for gold and see if I can pump up to a 80-ish food of archers or something. I'm sure someone's probably got like 5,000 gold. 600, 1,000 there after giving some. Not actually so bad. This little archer hiding at the back here. Position is always key with defense. It's key in a lot of things with Warcraft, right? Paying attention to what your position is on units is slightly more important than actually like the extra bit of micro that you could tend to making a unit move back and forward. As long as your units are doing what they should be doing, then you're going to take a lot less damage. For example, when I was defending over here, I know those crit lords are going to come in, so I want my archers like very, very far at the back. So if the crit lords want to come in, they're going to take damage for it. Make them suffer. Alright, let's push. We might... I imagine he's massing towers then. Mass inner fire as well. We got 2 groups of archers. Frostworms have found the chimeras. So the archers 23 to 31 plus 10. That's with war drums as well. Remember, the Prison Moon hides, you actually lose the auras that she provides, which is kind of a nuisance thing. Alright, let's go. Gonna pass over this. Watch out, they're gonna focus the heroes. Can't quite get Starfall off in time. It'll be kind of redundant now. And for the sake of an argument, we'll come over. Keep seal. I'll key our units up. Not our gold mine. Plus 13 now. Look, they get the armor from inner fire. Plus 5 armor from inner fire is more than 2 armor upgrades for them. You can get moon juice upgrade. I would recommend it. But I didn't need to use it very much, so I didn't upgrade it. Even when I was being attacked. Because I was more careful with how I was using my units. That one archer's got it in for that troll. Almost up to 100 food. What do you think about the state of the game? Is it balanced in your position? It's balanced enough. It could be worse. I think there's a few tweaks you could make though. But it's more important to balance for 1 versus 1 than it is for 4 versus 4 RT. But having said that, I would still nerf Bat Riders, even though they're not used in 1 versus 1 very much. Because they are obnoxious in 4 versus 4 RT. Raiders are really hard to touch. Raiders probably should be nerfed. And maybe the Ensnare. Ensnare is like a free lockdown, basically. That lasts like 5 to 6 seconds or something. And is on a really short cooldown, like a 12-second cooldown. Like, and it doesn't cost any mana or anything. If you made it cost mana, it would definitely be a lot more difficult for orcs to be like ridiculously OP with that. Feral Spirit is way too strong at the start of the game, yes. Farseer is like overpowered as feck. That one hero can like... There's a reason why people go Farseer over Blade Master these days. Which most people wouldn't understand. It's because he's so much more effective. And much more powerful at the start. Oh, this is a nice looking base. We have reached 100 food.
I am vigilant.
I might pop over to the middle.
The goddess agrees.
See if we got some nice items here or
Trust
not.
in my command.
No, not really. I wouldn't worry about that. You can just scroll the beast. Why not? Chuck that into there.
To strike.
Endurance aura would be the other one.
We must act.
Our gold mine
As
has
I
collapsed.
Off it goes.
Insufficient gold.
We are
I'm poor.
poised
I
to
can't
strike.
afford any more.
I am
I
vigilant.
will not be trifled with. Yes.
Yes.
Trust in my command.
Here we go.
On your mark, done.
Waiting on you.
Is it time?
We must act.
Let's move in for the
Leading the
finale.
way.
Shall be done.
You're fair enough. Trust in my command.
On your mark.
Waiting on you.
I grow.
I am vigilant. Onward.
I'm trying to get everyone close and not misbehaving.
Point the way.
There we go.
We must act.
You got so many archers, you still can't reach some of them at the back.
We are
I will
poised to
not
strike.
be trifled with.
Trust in my command.
Is it
We must act. I am vigilant. We must
Okay.
act. I am vigilant.
Let's focus the base down. We've got plus 17 damage. Oh my. That does actually get nuked quite hard. I've got Tornado on it as well though, to be fair. But
Trust in my command.
War's actually still going. I'm surprised. I thought they would have run out earlier, but no, it's still going. Yeah, I've never seen archers pierce buildings so fiercely. Do you know what I mean? That is pretty impressive, actually. But you do have to have like fully maxed out archers with like war drums, and preferably like a roar, so you could have like a
Trust
bear
in my command.
if you could be bothered to control it to give the roar effect. It would definitely be worth putting a bear into that army. A couple of bears. It's just you have to kind of babysit them because you don't really want them to go in and fight. You just want them to sort of sit next to your archers, almost like they're support casters, which they are, essentially. Because it's more important to keep them alive for the roar than it is to have them do a little bit of extra damage at the front and then get killed. Again, like I say, position. Well, 115 unit kills. I think the archers have spoken. They got more kills than the chimeras.